Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Fatnenha binti Marsaha and I am 11 years old. I'm from 5 Akindi. My school is SBT SK Seri Biram Pekan Pahang. My home is BM 128 Kampung Pulau Jawa. My hobby is reading, drawing and playing chess. I'm a school prefect and a little journalist for BTS channel. Every day, I will always read if I had the spare time. If I am bored, I will sometimes draw. I also play chess online, but if it's Saturday and Sunday, I will sometimes play chess with my little sister. I also joined a chess competition town cluster and won second place. I will also join another chess competition district level next week. My ambition is to become a professional doctor because I want to help people and also learn about the human body, teeth and more. I don't want to waste time because time is an important thing. So I sometimes study or help my parents. My mother is Yuriyah binti Ibrahim. She is a teacher in SBT SK Seri Biram, where I learn. My father is Muhammad Nasaha. He is a retired teacher. He will sometimes cook for us. I am very grateful and happy for my parents because they are very supportive and great parents. I also have 2 siblings. My brother is Banin Ada binti Masaha and he is preparing to learn in university. I also have a little sister named Banin Hasha binti Masaha who is 8 years old and is learning in SBT SK Seri Biram with me.
Who is your favorite author?
My favorite author is Nadira Zahari and my idol is Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. My favorite language is English because it is very easy to learn and also is used for many countries. So it is called one of the most important languages. Bahasa Melayu is also my favorite language because it is my country's main language.
Can you tell me about the book you have read?
Sure. The first book is called Tetric Escapes. It was written by Nadira Zahari. It was published by Book Kiosk on April 2023. In this book, there is about 109 pages and 10 chapters. The cost of the book is 50 ringgit for Semenanjung Malaysia and 17 ringgit for Sabah and Sarawak. The moral of the story in this book is to always go forward and to believe in yourself. The book is a little thick, but it's really fun to read even without pictures, so I really recommend it. The story is really wonderful, fun and exciting at the same time, although it's a little sad. The front page is really beautiful and colorful. I guess you can see it from this. Although English is my second language, so I don't quite understand some words in the storyline. So I would really like if there was a glossary in this book for young readers like myself. The second book is called The Interdimensional Detective. It was written by Tan and was published by Book Kiosk on April 2023. It also has 109 pages but 12 chapters. The cost of the book is 50 ringgit for Semenanjung Malaysia and 70 ringgit for Sabah and Sarawak. In this book, the moral of the story is to always go forward and to help others in need. The book is also a little thick, but it's really fun to read because the words in this are really simple. But the glossary, I really want one. The story is wonderful and the illustration is very beautiful. I really love the way they made the book cover so detailed and colorful. The characters have their own role, which fits their personality very well. Again, I would really like a glossary. The third book is called The Infernal Chronicle. It was written by Jin Yun Lee and was published by Book Youth on April 2023. In this book, there is about 118 pages and 10 chapters. The cost of the book is 50 ringgit for West Malaysia and 17 ringgit for East Malaysia. The moral of the story is to have a goal and to work for it and not give up. Again, this book is a little thick, but I can recommend this book to young readers because of the simple word. The storyline is very wonderful and magical, and a little sad at the beginning of the story. Though there is a lot of adventure and more into the story that I would like you to read with me too. The characters are fun and expressive, just like what the characters in the book tell them. There's also an epilogue that has a bonus, which actually made me boost my confidence up about this book. That's all the 3 books I have.
Which one is your favorite?
For now, my favorite book is Our Tetris Escape because of the wonderful storyline. The story begins with Maya, who couldn't sleep and was bored that night, was thinking about going ice skating at the frozen lake. As soon as she stood up at the front door, someone was following her. It was her little sister Maya. Layla asked her what was she doing. Maya told her to go off and go back home and sleep, as she will come back and sleep with her. Layla agreed and went back home to fall asleep. As Maya arrived at the frozen lake, she began ice skating for a while. But suddenly, out of thin air, she disappeared. 10 years later, Layla, who was reading a book and was thinking about her missing sister 10 years ago, was with her cat, Tabby, in her room. Tabby was a cat that got adopted by her family for her birthday. But she doesn't really care anymore because her family wasn't just like a family anymore because of her sister disappearing. That night, it was the anniversary of her missing sister, Maya. She went outside without telling her parents and went ice skating at the same frozen lake to find out what actually happened to her missing sister. As she arrived, she began ice skating for a while. She was having quite the fun and almost forgot about why she was there. She suddenly fell and hurt her head into the icy ground. As she woke up, her vision are blurry. She saw the sky was golden though, and she thought she was imagining things. As she woke up, she saw that there was nothing but snow, trees, and mountains. A figure ran out toward her and shouting for her. She remained scared and ran outside quickly. She didn't think through what is happening because she is shocked by what happened right now. She ran from places to places while the figure chased her really quickly. The figure came closer and closer and used a hockey stick to grab her and stop her from running away. She was quite confused about what the hockey stick is because it is quite heavy. The figure then introduced himself as Bam, a mighty hockey player who protects the kingdom of Vegas from the frost, and the Ice Queen, Kyra. He asked if she was lost, which Lala remained silent and skeptical because she doesn't believe Bam for a second. He may look innocent, but he knows he is deadly because of that weapon. She then told her that she was lost because she was in her home, but suddenly she got transported into this new world. Bam remained confused, but told her that she can get help from the Ice Queen or the people in the town, which she agrees, and they headed towards the kingdom. Soon enough, Layla had met a new friend, which is Bam, of course. Bam talked to her about the world, and he got powers to becoming a figure skater, which shocked Layla as she thinks, magic exists in this world? Yes, it does. Just like what Bam used with her hockey stick. As soon as they arrived at the kingdom, the people greeted her nicely and kindly, and she was amazed by the beauty of the kingdom too. One kid stood up to her and called her beautiful and smiled at her while running away to play with the other children. They arrived at the palace, but Bam stopped and told her that he cannot come with her, because he is a guard. He cannot go into the palace, which made Layla a little confused, but she said goodbye to her new friend. Ben then waved goodbye at her back. As she walked into the palace, she headed to a door that leads to a room. There was a woman standing into the room with beautiful blue dress and a crown. She also looked like a teenager. The figure then introduced herself as the Queen Kyra, who hugged her warmly and greeted her, also calling her a warrior. What? A warrior? Layla remained confused. She never thought of some title coming towards her. She asked for what is happening. The queen then told her that she was a chosen warrior who could protect the kingdom of Velgas from the Frost, a long-time enemy. First, in Layla's mind, she thought this was all nonsense. First, she was ice skating and now she fell into this weird kingdom of Velgas thing. But after looking at what's happening, all of a sudden, she believed what is happening. Of course, the queen said, you can choose either you want to be a warrior, but you can also become. You can also go back home, she said. Which Layla wanted to go back home, but she remembered her missing sister, and she couldn't stop thinking what would happen. The Queen Kyra knew that she couldn't think for herself, so she made a party just for her to rest. After the party, Layla then told the queen that she wanted to help the kingdom and fight the Frost and become a warrior. But in one condition, they will help find her missing sister Maya, which the queen said. Before the war, Layla and Bam trained together in preparation for the war. They also trained with other people too. After some time, she finally managed to use some of the power, but couldn't still master it. She began practicing and practicing, but couldn't become into it. She could only manage making a sword out of her power. Bam told her that she needs to take patience, but she cannot make things that is alive, which Layla thinks is stupid because she wanted to make her sister to hug her back. But she couldn't use her power anymore after that because it failed constantly. After training, the war had begun. Queen Kyra told everyone to prepare and be brave to protect their loved one. But then they heard thumping noise. Dun 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 dun. The Frost had finally arrived, rushing through the iceberg. Up top, there was the commander, the mastermind behind all of the attack, Osa, who talked with Queen Kyra. Layla couldn't hear what they were talking, but they continuously go through it. Queen Kyra talked to the Osa and told him that they could stop this war and live peacefully, but Osa disagreed. Osa said that he wanted to conquer the world and to have power to do so. He needed to attack the kingdom of Vegas to control the kingdom. So there was nothing else but war at this point. Queen Kyra knew she couldn't stop Osa from this. They began fighting as the war raged and shouting very hard. Layla was scared, but he fight quickly. Bam at the back was fighting a lot of enemy with his hockey stick. Layla saw it was incredible. He then began having confidence and fought to the crowd. He then met a tall guy who was making fun of her for being a woman and weak, which angered her. He attacked first, but it did nothing to the tall man. The tall man then mocked her even more. He called her weakling, and she couldn't join the war because she was too weak and was a woman. That angered Layla even more, and she used her power to make a bomb and threw it at the tall man without thinking. The man then explodes and falls into the icy water. Layla had finally mastered her power, and she used it to fight through the crowd of frost. But he knew this war cannot stop until he fought the mastermind behind of this, Otsa. So he headed towards him and fought with him. Otsa surrendered, which shocked Layla because he had attacked him once yet. She was thinking that this is a trick, but Otsa told her to kill him in one condition for this war to end. He told her that he looked a lot like Maya, her sister, which shocked Layla even more. She asked for more answers, but was scared to do so. Queen Kara came to the rescue and attacked Otsa firsthand, which Layla said to stop for, but he didn't listen and attacked too. After the war, the Kingdom of Vegas celebrated for their success, but Layla remained serious. She walked into the king's palace and talked to the queen. But what actually happened to his sister Maya? Was she a warrior? Where is she now? With a sad face and a look, Queen Kara told everything to Layla about her sister being a warrior and used to protect the Kingdom of Vegas, but now that because sacrificing herself to protect the kingdom, which made Layla sad at first, but she get over it for after some time. The Queen Kara then gave her ice skating shoes from Maya long time ago, which she agrees, and hugged every one of his friends that he finally had known for a long time in the kingdom, and went back home to tell her family. First, the dad thought he was rambling about her sister's name, but the mother believed every single word Layla said. Maybe because she used to become a warrior back then, but she didn't join the war because she was too scared. Layla then said that they should get therapy and live happily ever after again, and they agreed. After that, they lived happy under the sister protection. The end.
Can you tell me what's the moral value from the story?
What I learned from the story is to never give up on my goals and to go forward, to also help others in need, just like what Maya did, and Layla also do.
Do you think this story suit the general group or just the younger reader?
In my opinion, I think this book is great for young readers, teenagers, and adults, because it's really great for three of them. But of course, some people disagree with my opinion.
Do you recommend the book to other people?
Yes, I really recommend this book for other people because the story is really simple and really fun to read when you are bored. The price is also very normal to people who want to save money but love reading.
Who's your favorite character in the story?
For me, I think Layla is my favorite character of all. Maybe because she is brave and confident to protect her loved one, and to also go forward on finding her sister. She also helped other people in kindness.
Which chapter or scene from the book is your favorite?
My favorite scene or chapters in the book is probably chapter 8. It's about the fight scene again, the Kingdom of Vegas and the Frost. And also the time where Layla knew what happened to her sister. Other than the 3 chapters, I really like the epilogue, which is talking about her missing sister Maya and how she turned into a warrior and what actually happened that time.
Are you happy with the ending or do you wish it to be different?
In my opinion, I think the ending is a little sad because of the sister disappearance. But I think the storyline is very great for us. And I think without the ending, the storyline will be crooked. So the ending is really great and I will not recommend to change it at all.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Howard.
You're welcome.